Welcome to another episode of Is Debatable, and we are talking NFL football. So, how's the season going for you?
Shit, man. I kind of like the season, man. You know, when you hit in these parlays, kind of makes the season feel good. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hit a little nice little 10 team. Yo, last weekend, odds on favorite. Majority of the odds won. The only team that didn't win that was the odds on favorite was the fucking Saints. And guess who they fucking lost to?
Ticket to the Panthers.
They lost to Bryce Young and the motherfucking Panthers, man. Congratulations, Saints.
Congratulations.
You played yourself.
I was about to say
you played yourself.
Thing.
You had Michael Thomas talking all that shit about Derek Carr on Twitter, man. Yeah, you had players apologizing to the fans, talking about we gonna be better. This shit.
So
over
what did
with.
you think of that Twitter exchange? You seen Derek Carr took the high road, obviously.
Was it Michael Thomas?
Yeah, Michael Thomas did not. So what did you think of that Twitter exchange?
I just think Michael Thomas can't say shit. He hasn't played. He's been injured. He just talking shit from the sideline. He's just frustrated he can't be out there. Feel me? Derek Carr's doing the best he can, but feel me, like, at the end of the day, injuries come with the game. So I just feel like as a player, like, you just gotta expect it. Especially for football. Your season could start and be finished just like that within this football season too. So when you go out there, you taking a risk damn near every weekend, Monday night action, Thursday night action, or even Sunday action. You're gonna take a risk and you're prone to get hurt. And that's just what comes with it. So I just feel honestly Derek Carr just not even acknowledging it, because what the fuck? You can't even talk if you've been hurt for how many years?
Okay. Well, I'm not a fan of Derek Carr, so I don't really give a damn. So we're gonna move on. Shout out to our producer, Mr. Cleon. I don't want to talk about this. I feel bad, but the Dallas Cowboys, they're trash. Like, they're just not a good team. As of right now, some people say over the last decade. But I will say this: besides this season, they've been.
Wait, stick to the topic. He said Derek Carr's throwing dangerous balls. I mean, I agree to that, but at the end of the day, it's like you still gotta catch the ball as a receiver.
Right.
Like,
but I feel like, well, here's all I could say about Derek Carr. I think you have to watch what you say, because if he's the leader of the team, you are the quarterback. I seen a quote of him saying that he just came back from injury, and he said, well, he's not the savior. It's like, if you're the starting QB, you got to think the rest of the team is waiting for you to come back to try to lead us to some type of victory. And for you to come back to say that, I just don't think the locker room is all on the right page. You already see they already started making moves within the organization and started moving to the next chapter. Alvin Kamara's been playing with injury, so it's just been just a very bad season for them. But for Derek Carr, for you to say that as a starting quarterback, that put no faith in your team once you came back, and then it's like, if there's just no belief. If you are the quarterback and the rest of the locker room does not believe in you, you're not gonna have a good season.
I agree, man. I agree. I just think that, feel me, as a quarterback, your job out there is to get at least the best possible pass possible. So in his eyes, I don't even think he's thinking about getting like one of his receivers hurt. And it's just an unfortunate case. I think he's just thinking about getting that first or even scoring a touchdown. Like, feel me, at the end of the day, you need some type of yard. Like, feel me, for this team, though, for any of that to happen against the Panthers, like, that calls for a desperate time and desperate means. Because if you're throwing any type of pass.
But even so, there's play calls. They're not just doing anything out there.
He's not doing, of course, they don't
want their coach for the most part telling them what to do. So we can't say Derek Carr is putting his receivers in harm's way if he's following what the coach is doing.
Agreed.
Nah, I can't. I can't put them in their car. But the Dallas Cowboys, right? What are they? 2-6, 7?
What are they?
They're 3. Okay.
3-7.
Okay. So they're 3-7. We just seen that they got their last loss against the Atlanta Falcons. We seen towards I believe it was in the third quarter that Dak Prescott had gotten hurt. He did not return for the rest of the game. It's now came out today that he's going to have season-ending surgery, so he won't be back. The plan is to start Cooper Rush at that QB1. We see Mike McCarthy breaking clipboards all season. What do you think is wrong, right? Because we already see to before the season even started, we seen Derrick Henry sell his own mouth. He wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. Jerry Jones says, and who's a billionaire, right? They don't have the money.
The fuck they mean they didn't have the money?
If I ask a billionaire for something, he said he doesn't have the money for it. I feel like that's a slap in the face.
They had more, they definitely had more money than the fucking.
What's wrong with the Dallas Cowboys?
Everything's wrong with the Dallas Cowboys. Starting from the head organization, Jerry Jones, just all the way down to just the
Jerry's
quarterback.
world. He calls it Jerry's world.
Yes, he's living in his own senile world, and that shit is that shit is delusional as fuck, man. First of all, no, because he said two quotes too. He said we didn't have money for Derrick Henry, and then he said something about we wouldn't be able to utilize Derrick Henry too. He said that shit too. You're telling me you don't know you could have utilized Derrick Henry, and then you could utilize Ezekiel Elliott. And on top of that, when I look at it too, you still give Dak Prescott all this fucking type of money for what? You don't look no other way, no direction to see what Dak Prescott has done. I could at least bet every game that Dak Prescott gonna throw an interception. I know that type of shit, bro, because at the end of the day, it's like you see what Dak Prescott is about. He's not an elite quarterback anymore. Or was he ever? Not at a point he was an elite quarterback, fair enough.
He was top 5 in MVP voting last year.
Yeah, at a point he was an elite quarterback, but it's just like
You know
now.
what I'm saying? Last year, he was top 5 in MVP voting.
It didn't even feel like it, bro. It really
It did in the
didn't.
regular season because didn't they go 12-5?
It probably did, bro. But at the same time, is when we think about this Cowboy teams, bro, we're not thinking about the regular season. We know they're gonna have success in the regular season. This year is just a whole 360. There's no type of success in the regular season. With this Cowboys team, we want them to win a playoff game. And the most they gave us was a wild card game against Tampa Bay, man. And you made no moves after that. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. You got CeeDee Lamb waiting to get the fuck out of there,
But
bro.
should Mike McCarthy have been fired after they lost to Green Bay last year? First round, Green Bay, not rookie quarterback, but a quarterback who's not proven at all. They lose. Should Mike McCarthy have been fired the minute the final second was off the clock?
They should have been fired a long time ago, bro. They don't make no moves for real, man. All right, shout out to the boys in the Trav, John, Jock. I see y'all in there. What up, though? Yeah. Nah, yeah, but
Wait. Hold on. Jonathan, I don't like your negative energy right now, bro. All right. I know you're I'm about to get personal. I'm not even gonna say that. John, keep your negative energy out the chat, bro.
and Jock, you weird too,
What's good,
man.
Trav?
Bro want to be a coach. Bro want to be Doc Rivers so bad.
Oh yeah. Jock Rivers?
Jock Rivers.
My boy Jock Rivers in the chat. What's good, boy?
Yo, but
man.
nah, next episode though, Jock definitely gonna be on board. Alex gonna be on board. We're gonna talk some serious shit when y'all get here, man. Y'all boys just made
The
it.
truth is that Jock and Alex, they ducked the NFL tour. They don't want, I told you, once they find out I'm on the show, they don't want to come up here no more, bro. They don't want to debate no sports. But Trav, you ducking the basketball conversation. All y'all is ducking up here, bro. Jonathan has not been on the show now one time.
John just want to talk Knicks basketball, man.
John has not been on the show one time. Niggas is ducking the conversation. That's the truth, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, that's really all I gotta say, man. They really make no serious moves, man. The best move that they had was to get Derrick Henry, somebody that's willing. The best running back in the league is willing to come to the Cowboys, and you say you don't have no money for him? That's just fucked up the whole shit, bro. That just fucked up the whole shit. And then now there's reports about fucking Ezekiel Elliott saying he's a cancer to the locker room. They don't want him there.
The best running back in the league is Breece Hall.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Breece Hall is not.
I'm just saying.
Breece Hall is not doing.
To me, I can have an opinion.
Your opinion is bullshit.
I'm just saying, Breece Hall is the best running back.
Your opinion is worse than when Jalen said the Clippers go finish.
I'm not talking about nothing Jalen said. The best running back in the league right now.
What does he do better than Derrick Henry?
Everything.
No.
I'm just saying my opinion.
Okay.
All right, but I just have to correct you on that. But speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, the problem is that the prime positions that you need to be successful, they're lacking in their quarterback. Their quarterback is just a subpar quarterback. There's like different levels of a quarterback, right? Your top tier, I feel you have who? Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen. Like, and if you want to say Josh Allen, then you're on the next tier. You have the Josh Allen,
Brock Purdy,
and the Brock Purdy's, and the come on.
Don't want to put two on the. Kirk Cousins. I'll put Kirk Cousins.
You have the Kirk Cousins. He falls into the tier 2. So you have a tier 2 quarterback, right? The coach is just okay. He's not a world stopping quarterback. He hasn't had a lot of success in a long time. You have no run game at all. Right, you're banking on Ezekiel Elliott, and now that y'all aren't succeeding, now he's not making meetings. Now he's not doing this when he's probably been doing this all along. He was on his way out the league when he was on the Patriots. Y'all picked him up for cheap, and now he's giving y'all what y'all signed him for. Y'all gave him a dirtbag contract anyway.
Dirtbag play.
So then, what the fuck was y'all expecting?
Scored week 1. I don't think I ever seen him Ezekiel Elliott since.
Right, they just made a trade for some dude Mingo, the Dominican Republic. I don't know where the hell that receiver just came from. They're gonna start Cooper Rush. They're not gonna play Trey Lance. He's on your team for nothing.
But why though?
Because Jerry Jones runs the team and he doesn't want to be wrong. He's an old white man who's fucking entitled, and he doesn't want to say that I was wrong. I told you, once you start lying, you have to keep lying. So you don't just say one lie and then you just stop. When you start lying, you have to keep lying. So if you said 5 years ago, this is a championship team, you're going to say the same thing today.
So you still going to believe in Dak Prescott, even if he shows
He does believe in Dak Prescott.
Shit,
He just paid him $250 million.
At this point, he just...
So yes, he does believe in him.
That's fucking disgusting.
Shout out CD Lamb.
At this point,
crying on every other play.
CD, bro, you got to get out of there, bro. You got to get out of there. There's teams that could actually use you, bro. Jake Ferguson, you got to get out of there. Cooks, you got to get out of there. Like, feel me? This shit is a atrocity, bro. And feel me? It's like... Every time, the only person that's possibly happy about this is Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is enjoying every single Dallas Cowboys game this season right now.
I don't want to talk about Stephen A. Smith on this podcast. Stephen A. Smith is a bitch.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nah, I'm joking. I don't know why. Nah, my fault. I don't know why I did that. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. My fault. I was on my Kevin Durant shit for a second. My fault.
That was crazy.
My fault.
I respect that. Well, next topic, yo.
Okay, so let's talk about my team, the New York Jets. It's been a up and down season. I don't want to say too up because it hasn't been too up. Besides when we was 2-1 after we just beat the Patriots, ever since then it's been downhill. So you know what? I'll give the Jets management respect because they pressed every button that they could to not put the blame on themselves. They said, you know what? It's the coach. He's gone. That didn't work out to the best. They was like, you know what? We need another receiver.
We need a better receiver.
Fuck Garrett Wilson.
Not even fuck Garrett Wilson. Fuck Mike Williams.
Mike Williams is trash. So fuck Garrett Wilson. We need Devontae Adams, who's hurt.
Right.
Who came to this team hurt. I don't want to hear all this and now magically you got traded and he was healthy. He came to the team hurt. That's why the first 2 games, the nigga couldn't get 10 yards. Like, the nigga was hurt. He just now is healthy to why the nigga scored. Like, so you bring Devontae Adams, but for the first 2 games, that has not worked. This team is going to go as far as Aaron Rodgers takes them. Because they're not going to, Bill Belichick isn't going to come work for this team. So I just feel like we're just as a Jets fan, you have to accept we're not gonna get the prime Aaron Rodgers. He's coming off an Achilles injury, right? So he's just not gonna be 100% the same. But it's like sometimes I feel like this team is so young at almost every damn position. It'd be a lot of bonehead mistakes. I see a lot of drop passes. Just missed coverages. Like, it's just a lot of just mental lapses. And then every time you see the camera just puts it on Aaron Rodgers' face, he's rolling his eyes. He's just talking under his breath, like, because it's just frustrating. I remember when we first got Devontae Adams, the first pass, an easy play, he drops it. Now, shout out Garrett Wilson. His last game was probably his best game.
All right.
You was at that game.
Catch of the year, too.
Had one of the best catches since Odell did it. But it's going to be tough for us to make the playoffs. I think our defense has to be a lot better. It's not the same defense as last season. What
happened to Sauce Gardner? I haven't heard a lot about him this season.
Yeah, but it's not all that's going to fall on Sauce Gardner.
It's not, but feel me.
Like...
Usually, like, he was a center of attention for their type of defense.
He's a good defensive player, but he's not. That's just not going to be enough, right? I just feel like I'm not sure if everyone is bought in. I'm not sure if everyone's nervous because they're young and maybe they grew up watching Aaron Rodgers. Now they're playing with him.
Some LeBron shit.
Yeah, like so I don't know if it's that, but we have enough on this roster to be successful. We just beat the Houston Texans, who's one of the best teams in the NFL. We have no room for error. So like I said, it's been an up and down season. I just think that everyone just has to really buckle down and just get serious. We have a route to make the playoffs. It's gonna be tough, but I think we have a shot.
I don't know, man. I just don't think so, man. Despite getting Devontae Adams, because even in that Houston game too, they fake could have lost, and they didn't have no Nico Collins, no Stephon Diggs. It was just Joe Mixon and really just running the ball. C.J. Stroud didn't really have nobody to throw to. So when I look at it like that, it's just like, and it took a game-ending touchdown by Devontae Adams to really seal the deal.
You have to play who's in front of you.
Nah, 100% you got to play who's in front of you, but you got to look at the competition that's in front of you. Now, say if C.J. Stroud had all his players there, Nico Collins and Stephon
Shoulda,
Diggs.
coulda, woulda, bro.
Okay, but that's a game. That's a gimme game. But now, what about all the other teams that's healthy? What about what's on their schedule left? You're not gonna,
We have some layups coming up.
some layups, but it's for y'all to capitalize because there's no way in that Broncos game. Who y'all lost to the Broncos? Y'all lost to Bo Nix.
Terrible game.
Bo Nix that caught a touchdown like a receiver. Y'all lost to Bo Nix. I just don't know with this team. I really think it's gonna bank on Garrett Wilson, because if Garrett Wilson could be that factor to where he's catching all these passes, to where he's making it more emphasis that you're gonna have to double him, or somebody's gonna have to get double, either him or Devontae Adams, then it gives a run game for guys like Breenan Allen. It gives a run game for guys like Brees Hall. And to me, Brees Hall has been the most consistent factor on this Jets team. Either way, if you need him for receiving yards or you need him to even get rushing yards. I feel like Aaron Rodgers has built some type of chemistry with him, but everybody else just hasn't been on board. Now we're just banking on Devontae Adams now to come along. So with that Houston game, I feel like it's a confidence builder to where now it's like, all right, we got our first win together. It's time for us to take it up a notch and really just keep building from here on out. So is it going to happen? I hope so, but I just don't know with this team, though. They've been through so much ups and downs this far, more downs than ups, as you said. So when we look at it now, it's just like, are they going to magically do a 360 before like the Pro Bowls and shit like that?
Right. So we're definitely gonna have to see how it all turns out. Like I said, I got faith, but like I said, we just don't have a lot of room for error. A team that has a lot of room for error, it seems like the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Undefeated, still the only undefeated team left in the NFL. They're just coming off a win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a great game. Here's the problem. If you're gonna beat the Kansas City Chiefs, you gotta put it on them. Like you just
gotta what?
You gotta put it on them. Like you're gonna
you gotta what?
you gotta put it on them. Meaning that as many points as you can build up, you're going to have to. If the game is close going into the fourth quarter, you're going to lose because Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in NFL right now. They have the best coach in Andy Reid. Travis Kelce could turn on the switch at any time. We just seen DeAndre Hopkins have his best game. He's only going to continue.
Vital career game.
He's only going to continue to get better. So you're going to have to kill them, right? That's why we've seen a lot of controversy. Should the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, should they have went for two instead of going for overtime? You probably should try that, because if you go to overtime, you even seen once they flipped a coin and Baker Mayfield seen that they wasn't gonna have the ball first. This nigga looked like he just found out his house got robbed. Like because it's just over. Patrick Mahomes is too good in the clutch. He's the modern day Tom Brady. They might not lose a game all season.
I could believe it too.
Right,
I really could believe it.
Just the best team in the NFL. And he hasn't even had his best season and they haven't lost a game. Travis Kelce's having one of his worst seasons. They still haven't lost a game.
And look at the pieces
all
they
the
lost
injuries.
Too. Pacheco, and now you bring in Kareem Hunt, and that Kareem Hunt is out here killing, bro. He's bound to score every chance he gets. You get a guy like D-Hop that was in a losing situation, and you bring him along board, and now he's starting to look like prime D-Hop again. He posted that picture with Tom Brady and Randy Moss too. Like, feel me? That's what it's starting to feel like too. And I think that's a credit to how great Patrick Mahomes is too, because no matter who's on the field with him, he's gonna make the best out of the situation. He's gonna make everybody look good. I remember the Sky Moores, the Marquez Valdez, all these type of players, man. Like Patrick Mahomes is that great of a quarterback to where whoever's on the field with him, he's gonna get them the ball. He's gonna make them look better than what they actually are. And shout out to Patrick Mahomes for that too, because he's not even having his best season too. To your point.
Right. So, do you feel, or the trade deadline is over? Do you feel like they've done enough to three-peat?
Yes, 100%. You at least address the running back issue because you don't know when Pacheco's coming back, and Kareem Hunt has played nothing but solid for this team thus far. You get another wide receiver in DeAndre Hopkins, who now has an elite quarterback too. So wherever he needs the ball to, he's gonna get it to. And we seen it in that in the Tampa Bay game to where he caught the ball over two defenders. He scored 2 touchdowns, man. When was the last time we talked about DeAndre Hopkins like that? It's been an afterthought for him, but now he's starting to get it going. He's starting to remind people that, yo, I was once one of the best receivers in the motherfucking league, and I could still do what I do. I just need the ball in the exact area. So right now, Patrick Mahomes knows that too. He's building confidence within his players too. So the way he's looking for the rest of the season, they have sort of a light schedule too. They're not looking at any much challenges, but at the end of the day, though, I feel like this is just a build up for team chemistry too. And it's just the fact that now that they have pieces that are still solid after losing pieces that they had that they won with already, that's kind of crazy too. So shout out to Andy Reid, shout out to Mahomes. I know that he suffered an injury with that ankle. We got to see how good he plays on that still too as well. I think that's one thing that we got to look at too, because he didn't want to step out the game. He didn't want to not play in the game. My shit done. But yeah, he did not want to play the game. But at the same time, it's like he said, fuck it. I still want to play. He has that competitive spirit in him. So shout out to him for that.
Right, but last question, just in regards to the Chiefs, who's the biggest threat? Who's the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs?
The Detroit Lions, man. The Detroit Lions, man. They have such a great offense that is fucking insane, man. Yo, shout out to Dan Campbell and just the pieces that he has around him. When we talk about the Jahmyr Gibbs, the David Montgomerys, the Amon-Ra St. Browns, the Sam Laportas, like, feel me? What was it, the Jameson Williams dude? Even though he got suspended, he's still a vital piece to the team too. So as well. So when I look at it, this team has everything going for them. They click well offensively. The defense is not bad too. I know they lost one of their cornerbacks, but feel me, everybody has a role to where they step up too. And I feel like this team, this Detroit Lions team, is just hungry to get back to where they was. They literally, the whole thing last year was just going for 2 or going for on 4th. That was their philosophy, and it came back to bite them. So when it got back to now this season, Dan Campbell's learning from his mistakes. Dan Campbell's learning to adjust and what works best for this team too. And you've seen it. Like no matter if they go down, even in the which game was it? Even in the Viking games, they was down for a little bit and they found a way to fight through adversity too. So when I look at this team right now, they have the most like complete team to give the Chiefs a run for their money.
Right. I'm not mad at the Detroit Lions, top 3 team in the NFL, but probably who's the second best team, and they just came off a win just on Thursday, is the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, they're great.
All right. So the Baltimore Ravens just having one of the best offenses that we've seen just through these first, about 8-9 weeks of the NFL that we've seen so far. They just been prolific. We seen how good of a team. We just seen what happened. No, yeah. We seen it. We seen how prolific of a team they was last year without Derrick Henry, right? They addressed that running game. They bring in Derrick Henry. It's been a match made in heaven. We've seen Lamar Jackson just say in practices he's been in awe of just everything that he can do, and his name fits him appropriately. King Henry. We just know at any time if he can just break that first tackle, he might just go for an 80-yard run.
He's going.
Like the man,
even that second tackle too.
Right, the man just the dedication he's put into his body. We already seen the certain diet regimen that he would do. I would never do no diet like that, but it definitely works out for him. He is just the top 2 running back in the NFL, right? He's just amazing to watch. And you pair that with Lamar Jackson, last year's MVP, top 2 in MVP right now. And you might say Jared Goff, you might say Patrick Mahomes, you might say Lamar Jackson, but he's just been great. We're seeing him do trick plays just with the football. I just seen him like just on Thursday, he does a pump fake pass in the air and just does a fucking lob just into
He's
the end
comfortable
zone.
throwing
They
now,
have
too.
a lot of threats on the offensive end. You talk about Zay Flowers. You talk about Derrick Henry. You talk about Mark Andrews. You talk about Lively. Am I missing somebody?
Shoot. Oh, Rashard Bateman.
Right.
Rashard Bateman.
Bateman can come up with a big game at any time.
And they had some kid too that just went up for 100 yards too. What was his Wallace? I don't know his name. Sorry if I'm getting your name wrong. I don't know your name, but feel me, I just seen him go up for 100 yards too. Like I think to add on to your points, I think Lamar Jackson, this is probably his most complete season. When we talk about just passing, rushing, and just doing all of that, I think Lamar Jackson this season has really got comfortable passing the ball, staying in the pocket for a little, running when he has to, not always running just because he has the speed for it, but just when he has to. I think he's grown as a quarterback, and this season is definitely shown. Guys like Mark Andrews, I feel like he's came alive. He's back alive. Mark Andrews is back. At a point, I used to think Mark Andrews was the second best tight end in the league. And now when I look at it, Mark Andrews right now is just like, feel me, he can't do no wrong. Rashard Bateman has been consistent as far. Zay Flowers has damn near caught everything Lamar threw. So this team right now,
he was missing some yards the other night, Flowers.
But look at all the other
the
games.
The whole damn world just lost money on you, Mr. Flowers. You got to get a couple.
Got to get the receptions.
You got to get a couple more yards, Mr.
You got to get the
Flowers.
receptions.
You're fucking my money up.
You got to take the receptions, man. You got to
personal agenda, my fault.
You got to take the receptions. But a great game, too. So when we talk about that Bengals game, too, they was down 21-7. And there was no panic in his eyes. He threw a fucking bomb for one of them, too.
There was some frustration.
There was frustration, but at the end of the day, though, those are the type of games that really makes a team or breaks a team. And in that case, that's a team that anytime they go against the Bengals,
division rival.
Yes, it's a great game, too. We just seen Jamar Chase go fucking insane. Damn near cash for almost 300.
Pay Jamar Chase. Just pay the man. He has the most touchdowns this season as a wide receiver. He goes into every interview saying the man's wide open. Just speaking of that, should he have gotten the ball on that last play?
Hell yes. So the man was hot. He had his takeover.
So why did Joe Burrow not throw him the ball?
I guess everybody was honing in. Or was like, oh, this ball's going to Chase. But regardless,
he said he was wide open.
Which I don't agree. I don't disagree with. No matter what coverage was on him, he was unguardable that game. Literally unguardable that game. I look at it, he caught everything. Literally everything. But the thing I don't like, though, is just that if he wasn't going to get it to Chase, why the fuck would you go for 2? Why? Like, I think at that point, like, Lamar Jackson instilled fear in the Bengals defense. That's what it came down to. They was not willing to go to overtime because the field goal was right there. It literally was right there, too. So I was really confused about that, too, as well. And even if you didn't even know if the Ravens was going to get the ball, you got to flip a coin. So you're that scary to where we're not going to convert.
So are you saying the coaching staff was scared to go into overtime against the Bengals?
100%.
Against the Raven?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The complete opposite of what happened Monday. One team wanted to go to overtime. The other team didn't want to go to overtime and go for 2 and not get it to Jamar Chase. That's fucking insane to me. But yeah, to all your points, though, shout out to the Ravens, though, having one hell of a season. They started off slow, which usually happens with them, and then they pick it up progressively over time. But this is just a definitive win, too, especially being down 21-7 and coming back to win and scoring 4 straight touchdowns. Shout out to them, man.
Right. Shout out to them. Definitely, the Detroit Lions have been great this season. They have a lot of offensive weapons. The Baltimore Ravens have been good. The Kansas City Chiefs still the only undefeated team left. Shout out to the Washington Commanders. They've definitely still been great. So I'm definitely interested to see how all these matchups just get, put
shout
together.
Out to the Bills too.
Right, in this year's playoffs. And shout out to the Buffalo Bills. But a team that's had a very just turbulent season, the Cleveland Browns, right? So Deshaun Watson get well soon. It's seeming like he's about to start getting some more of those massages real soon. So shout out to him. So now we see that my boy Jameis Winston is back.
That's a W.
First let me say this. That man could probably sell you anything.
Nah, he could.
The way that he just be talking, you just believe once he's done in the NFL, he's gonna be a pastor. just the way,
Pastor, salesman.
like just the
The
way,
future is bright, bro.
like,
A
just-
motivational speaker.
just the way that he can speak, and uplift the people around him is definitely great. It wasn't too great because they did lose their last game, but
They caught a good one against Baltimore, though.
right.
That was God,
They
though.
definitely
yeah.
did. They did it just like he said. It falls on God. It doesn't really fall on
Nah,
them.
shout out to him, though.
So-
he's a good person.
Right, but Deshaun Watson gets hurt. We seen the fans cheering. First, how do you feel about the chants fearing? I said fearing the fans cheering after he gets hurt.
Pretty low class. Like, it reminds me of when Kevin Durant tore his Achilles and then the fans. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, bro, he plays for your team, though. I get he's been trashed, but it's like that's still a human being at the end of the day. That's somebody's life, bro. Like, imagine the nigga couldn't walk again or nothing like that, man. People are dead ass cheering, bro. But that just goes to show you how hardcore fans are, and they're willing to switch on you at any given time. If you're playing like trash, they'll let you know you're playing like trash. They'll hate you. They'll bully you out the city. They might key your car. They'll do anything to you.
Like key your car.
Yeah, they might do anything to you if you're playing like trash. And that just goes to show exactly in Deshaun Watson's case. He played like trash like before the injury. So it's not like, feel me, and now if he got injured and he wasn't playing like trash, people will be like, oh shit, you'll get better. But the Browns is about damn near done with him. The fans, the city of Cleveland is damn near done with him. Feel me? They just feel as if, he just stole money from them and didn't do nothing for them. It's not like he played good at any games against them. So it's like the same time.
Well, they traded for him, so we can't blame that on Deshaun Watson.
No, we can't blame him.
They traded for him.
Yes, they traded, management
and
traded.
then paid fhim.
And that's why I feel like fans feel like he stole money. Like,
I mean, it's not his fault.
Nah, it's not his fault. Yeah, if I'm Deshaun Watson, trust me, I'm getting the money. All these lawyer fees I gotta pay, all these cases, all these allegations I get against me, I need every single penny I could get. Because once you're done with that, what are you gonna have on the side? You have no money on the side because you paid all these lawyer fees and shit like that.
Okay, but so now what does the franchise go from here? Because
you gotta rebuild.
He's not gonna play for the rest of the season. He's guaranteed all this money. You traded away Amari Cooper, so it's like, what do you do?
You got to just rebuild, man. You got to trade whatever you have that's a valuable asset. And to me, the only valuable asset you have is Nick Chubb's
When
life.
he comes back, is that your starting quarterback?
Hell no. You just see what he did.
So
that's money down the drain.
So 200 plus million, you're saying?
That's money down the drain.
So basically, like, you just lost it in the street.
Yes, you just lost it. You just played one of those games in the street where you gotta find which ball the cup's in. Yeah, the little
three cup Monty.
Yeah, the little 3-cup shit. You remember that everybody hates Chris shit, bro. You just lost your money, bro. You can't get that shit back. But what you can do is you gotta start a head start on rebuilding. Cause right now you don't got shit going for you. You don't have a quarterback. Your quarterback right now, in 1 second he'll have a words of wisdom, and the next he'll go out and lose by 20 or 30.
But it's not up to him. He says up to God.
God's plans don't have nothing for Cleveland Browns right now, man.
Listen, I'm just saying what he said.
But shout out to Jameson Winston, though. I watch this shit every Sunday.
I see how hard he fights. I see how hard he trains, and I'm gonna continue to fight for him.
He speaks like it's a dialogue. Like, he speaks like it's a movie scene. Yeah, bro. That's a W, though. Shout out to for the... Like, I was even mad. I had the Ravens on my tickets the day. I wasn't even mad about that. Because I'm just like, yo, Jameson Wilson got a dub, bro. Like, feel me?
You got to eat the W's, bro.
That's a W.
No, you got to...
We going to eat a W. Nah, shout out to Jameson Wilson, though.
Right. So, what's the game? To end the show, what's the game you're looking most forward to this Sunday?
I got to look at the card again, but I just want to see the Chiefs go, 10-0? I think that's what...
The Chiefs go 10-0?
Yeah, I think that's, feel me, that's just... I just want to see them get out the way because it's like, damn, there's no way that they're continuing to...
You don't want to see the Giants and the Panthers?
That's the last game. Yo, for anybody that's better, you got to take the Panthers on the plus, bro, because the Giants might deadass sell you. Bro,
So who's worse, Daniel Jones or Bryce Young?
Daniel Jones.
He's worse than Bryce Young?
Bryce Young could actually throw a touchdown.
Can he see over the line?
I don't care. I'd rather have Bryce Young than Daniel Jones.
All right,
Daniel Jones, and the thing is, he'll do the dumbest play and he'll have the serious face, like, feel me, it's not his fault. Like, the city of New York is tired of him. We'll take anybody. I'll take Jameson Wilson. I'll take anybody over Daniel Jones. And Giants fans are really like, I've seen Giants fans really, what happened to that Italian kid, the DeVito kid? Why are we not playing him? Why? He gave the city hope. He gave the Italian mafia hope, bro. I like the kid.
Listen, that's gonna do it for this episode of It's Debatable. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. We will have more NFL content for you on the way very, very soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all social media platforms at It's Debatable _ and follow me at Justin Jones on Facebook for more details and developments on the platform. I will have some battle rap stuff coming for you. Right, I just gotta kind of do it on my own now, seeing that my partner quit on me and left me for dead. So I'm gonna have to do that. Also, shout out to Donald Trump. He definitely
we got a new president.
Done.
Yeah, we got a new president.
We're definitely gonna make America great again. Kamala Harris, you tried the best you could. You just didn't do good enough, right? Shout out to
she gave the women hope though. Shout out to Kamala Harris for giving the women hope.
Shout out to DDG.
The fuck DDG got to do with anything? Yo,
yeah, I'm just shouting out people. Like he just had a child.
Oh shit.
With Haley Bailey. So she's definitely on the rebound. Haley Bailey, shout out to you.
Shout out my mom for having me.
Oh, shout out Mama Love.